Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your monthly reading for September 2024. So let's dive right into it. The rune that came out for you this month is called Feiyu, and it's the first rune. It came out in this inverted position, and this is showing that a lot of you maybe have been dealing with a temporary dip in material fortune and blessings. So there could have been a lot of expenses or lack of income for you recently, or even having trouble with conception, whether that is conceiving a child or conceiving an idea into reality, something like that. You know, you may have been dealing with that recently. So let's see how this is going to change for you in the month of September. So the oracle card that just flipped over for you says here and now, and it is in this reverse position. This is what it looks like upright. And we see an egg here. Eggs represent that sort of fertility, and she's, having one sign pointing to the past, having the other sign pointing to the future. It has this red flag, and it says, "You are here." There's a doorway in this egg, and overall this is giving me the message of focus on the here and now. Don't worry about the next 27 million steps that you need to take. Just focus on what is right in front of you in this very moment, and that will help you lead to more prosperity and abundance that you may be seeking for yourself. Now, with these oracle cards, there is a protection message. I didn't really want to use the booklet for this week's readings, for this month's readings, but for some reason I'm feeling really drawn to it because yours is coming out in reverse. And this says, whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. The same is true of looking too far ahead and hoping that the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long into a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. The past and future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you're disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest the reality of true substance. Sorry, I can't read today. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect timing of spirit. So instead of getting overwhelmed with everything that you need to do, everything that has gone wrong or correctly in the past, everything that could have changed, what does your present day reality say to you right now? How are the people treating you right now? What kind of money are you making right now? What actions should you be taking right now? That is what you should be focusing on and taking those actions, doing something about that. Don't fall in love with potential. Don't get caught up in the past, waiting for it to return. Right now in your present day circumstances, what's uncomfortable for you? Address that, fix that, work through it, and stay present. We have walking away coming out in reverse as well for your overall energy message, and it's the number 27. You have the number 32 and 27 coming out. The time right now is 29. Wow, and I opened up this booklet right to that page. Yeah, this card reverse signals that you may be feeling very stuck in some present situation or location. There may be a job or relationship that no longer resonates with you, yet out of habit or perhaps fear, you allow yourself to stay when it might be healthier to consider walking away. So what is going on in your life? Where do you currently find yourself that it just isn't hitting right? It just isn't exactly what you want for yourself. Instead of waiting for it to change, instead of hoping that it'll change in the future, and instead of, clinging on because there's a history there, there's a past there, this is asking you to consider walking away, consider finding a new present moment for yourself. If there's anything that's really uncomfortable in a negative way for you right now, address it. First tarot card out for you is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So this shows that you've put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy towards something. I'm seeing a lot of hard work that's gone into a particular relationship or a job or even like a degree, something in your life You've put so much time and effort into it, and it's just not giving back what you thought it would by this point. It's just not giving you the abundance, the return of your investment that you thought it would at this time. And so you may be feeling very frustrated by that. Like, oh, I thought you would be contributing more to my life by now. I thought you would be paying me more by now. I thought there would have been more opportunity for me by now. And specifically, this is talking about something or someone else in your life. It's not a self-hatred thing, of like, oh, I should have been further along. No, it's not that. It's something or someone else. Like, oh, I thought things would have been better by now. So there's a lot of frustration there, and there's some serious, heavy consideration when it comes to walking away, moving on, moving forward. We have the 9 of Cups coming out in reverse. Yeah, because you're just not happy. That happiness, that fulfillment, this is that feeling of being content with what you have in life. It's just not really there presently. So I feel like in September, you're going to be addressing what isn't working head on. Having some very difficult conversations perhaps with certain people, or maybe even people you work with. Hey, I thought we would be getting more out of this. I thought there'd be something a little bit more here. And I'm also seeing addressing habits in your own life that aren't really working. I started doing this thing, starting this diet, this exercise routine, this hobby, this interest, because I thought it would do something great for me, but it's really not working out. And you may be making the decision to end that and maybe find something else. 8 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. See that flow? I feel like when the 8 of Wands comes out in reverse, this is what it looks like upright. To me, it's a sign of like this feeling that life should be easier. For some of you, it may even be tied to the economy. Like I just wish it was easier. I just wish the quality of life could be simpler, easier, higher. But it's not. It doesn't seem to be flowing very smoothly. And I don't think you're BSing yourself anymore. Like, oh, this could change, this could evolve, this could whatever. I feel like you're being very realistic with yourself right now in September, and you're no longer waiting for a situation to change or waiting for what you desire. No, like you're having difficult conversations where they need to be had. You are releasing and letting go of anything that's not working, which will feel really good for you, and finding the change that you want to see in your life. Second row of cards, we have the Devil in reverse. Wow, all of your cards and the Rune are all in reverse right now, Scorpio. But the Devil in reverse is actually better than when it's upright. This is what it looks like upright from this deck. And this shows you breaking free from your restrictions. No longer feeling trapped in your reality that you don't necessarily like. No longer feeling like there's nothing you could do except for wait. You're saying, I can lift these chains off of me at any time. And you're doing that. This is an aspect about my life I don't like. And instead of waiting for it to improve, instead of waiting for you to improve if this is another person, I'm just going to take these chains off. Leave them there and move along to different things that make life a little bit easier. So there's a simplification going on. I'm seeing and feeling like the word minimalism. For example, let's just say you own a pretty big home and it's just you living there, and it's like you got to pay all these taxes, you have to do all this maintenance, all this upkeep, and it's like, you know what? I just feel like I am chained to this place financially. I am selling this house and I am going to get like a 1-bedroom condo or apartment or something like that. Really, really simplifying things, releasing the chains that restrict you. Instead of waiting to make more money or, have more people live there or whatever you had in mind. It's like you are just focusing on this present moment. How do I feel in this present moment? Uncomfortable? Okay, I'm going to resolve that. It's no more living your life based off of a dream, off of something that you don't currently have, because that's living in lack. That's lack mentality, when you are basing this present moment off of things that you do not have, basing your happiness off of things that you do not have. Abundance mentality, abundance mindset is when you focus on what you do have and what you can do. Even if you don't have much, that will get you really enjoying the journey of life and everything that you're looking to accomplish. For example, it's okay for you to have your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, but if you're in misery because you don't have those things yet, there may need to be some changes that need to take place, starting with your mindset, focusing on what you can do, what actions you can take to bring you closer to those things, or maybe even letting go entirely of the dream, of the goal, working hard towards it. But if it happens, it happens. It doesn't, it doesn't. Does that make sense? Then we have Judgment in reverse. Wow. Major confirmation here that you are walking away from something that is not bringing in prosperity, that is not bringing in abundance. I feel like it's almost an energy of giving up, but it's not a bad giving up. It's more like a cutting your losses and rerouting, really strange, not dark examples are coming up, but examples that people don't like talking about because it can be a touchy subject. Like, for example, let's just say you're trying to have a baby and you're having a really hard time conceiving. This could be like giving up on the hope of trying to do it naturally and looking into other options, like maybe going to a fertility treatment place and seeing what you could do there, looking into other options. Not necessarily giving up, like you're still trying, but looking into other options and saying, you know what, there could be better ways of doing this. You know what I mean? Or finding something else that makes you really happy. I don't know why that example specifically came through. Overall, Scorpio, I just feel like you've been dealing with a lack of prosperity or fertility in your life. And it's giving this energy of redirecting your way of thinking, understanding that prosperity, fertility, abundance, they're always accessible to you, no matter where you're at in life, no matter what your health is, no matter how much money you have, they're always accessible to you. And making the judgment call to release and let go of anyone or anything that is sort of blocking that from entering. Oh my gosh. And then the last card in this reading is the only thing that came out this reading upright, and it's the Ace of Wands. How exciting. And the fact that it's an ace too. Wow. This is very positive. The month of September is actually going to be quite a good one for you, because I see you letting go of like all the things that are just hard in life, simplifying things, making life easier for yourself. And it unlocks such a great amount of inspiration, passion, clear-mindedness, and just this raw, sort of masculine, actionable energy. I don't know how to describe it. And even as I'm talking now, my neighbor just started blaring music outside, very passionate, very like dancey stuff. I don't know if the mic can pick up on it. Yeah, it's fun. Fun energies are entering your life in September. It's like all of the stress of feeling like you're in a lack, feeling like you don't have enough. No, that's coming to an end. And it's because you're walking away from all that does not serve. And there's this sort of newfound passion and energy that is bubbling up within you. And I don't know why I just want to smile. I just feel like dancing. It's an energy. It's an energy. There's a lot of fun things that might be happening for you in September. And it just feels like a sort of weight is off of your shoulders. And that weight is the pressure to make something work that just isn't working. You're letting go. You're like, okay, if it doesn't want to work, it doesn't want to work. You're letting it go. And it feels very freeing, very liberating. Wow. So thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio. If you would love to share your personal details down below as to like how this resonated for you specifically, I would love to read that. like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. I'm trying to reach 5,000 subscribers on this channel, so please help me do that. I love you guys so much. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, it really helps a lot. You know, times are tough out here. Whenever the economy is going through like a moment where everyone's scared, my business is like one of the first ones to go. So economically, things have been a little bit rough in around where I'm at. So getting a personal reading is amazing. Also, if you want to leave a donation to the channel, that's also helpful as well. I also offer shamanic life coaching sessions, which are basically hour-long video readings once a week with daily email correspondence, basically talking about whatever you want to talk about. And I have my very tiny spiritual apothecary with 3 products, 3 intention oils. You use the intention oils to anoint yourself or your objects, and it radiates the intention of whatever intention oil you get very tremendously. And I handcraft those per order, so I make them with just your energy in mind, and they're very, very powerful, I will say. So go check those things out. Thank you guys so much. Bye bye.